Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another video on fixing the anterior pelvic tilt. I posted a video about this last time, gave some stretches and stuff. This time I'm going to actually talk about strengthening the abs, and specifically the lower abs, where those are the ones that are responsible for keeping the pelvis, instead of like this, keeping it tilted, or not tilted, but keeping it level. So we're gonna start right off, and you're not going to, you can do crunches all day long, but that's not really gonna, those concentrate more on the upper abs as opposed to the lower abs. So we're gonna talk about some things to do for the lower abs. First, you can get right down on the ground, and a lot of these are just going to be focusing on bringing the legs up, and you want to definitely engage the abs, because what you might fall into is using the hip flexors to bring your legs up as opposed to the abs to bring your legs up. And that's going to have like the exact opposite effect that we want, because one of the reasons for anterior pelvic tilt is having tight hip flexors. So if we're working those instead of the abs, you're going to have the opposite of what you want to actually have happen. So one way to help engage those abs before actually doing any exercise is to, when you're on your back, press your lower back into the floor, and then you know that those abdominal muscles are engaged, and then use them to bring your knees to your chest, as opposed to your hip flexors. And do this slowly, really concentrate, to just like swing it in. Really concentrate on engaging those lower abdominals as you're bringing your knees into your chest. Another good one for this is what's called the bird dog. So you're on hands and knees. You put one leg out back behind you, put out the opposite arm in front of you, and then squeeze your abdominal muscles as you bring your knee to your elbow. Arch your back and really kind of try to picture your belly button touching your spine. Out. Back in. And then obviously switch sides. Do, for all of these exercises, I would probably recommend 3 sets of 10, depending on how strong your abdominals already are. Obviously go less than that. Do 3 sets of 5 and then build up to 10. Now, if you have an exercise ball, there's some really good ones you can use. You can do. We're going to start in a plank position. Now, when you're in your plank, don't let your back fall. Remember to keep that straight line, and you're just going to bring your knees into your chest. Remember to keep those abdominals engaged the entire time. Don't let your back, don't let your back sway at all. Keep it up. And then from here, what you can do is what's called a pike. All of those get right in here at these lower abdominals. The last I'm going to show you, if you have access to a Roman chair, is, again, we're just going to prop ourselves up. Try not to like collapse in your shoulders when you're on this. But what we're going to do is we're going to, again, just bring our knees up to our chest. So try not to, let yourself collapse in this. Gauge those abdominals, because the same principle applies as when you're on the floor. You could just use your hip flexors to bring your legs up, and that, again, defeats the purpose. So use the abdominal muscles to bring the hip flexors up, or to bring the knees up, not the hip flexors. So I hope that helps, gives you a few ideas of things to do to help strengthen those lower abs, and the principles of like keeping everything straight. And like I said, the most important thing to remember is to engage the abdominals before doing the exercise, so then you're not using the hip flexors to bring the legs up. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be back on Sunday. I didn't do a video on Wednesday because we were having the heat installed in this room, which is so exciting. I'm super excited to have that. I was actually hoping to have it running, but it's a little loud for it would come over on the video, I think. And but anyway, so we're all set for winter here, and I'm only waiting on like one more piece of equipment, which is going to be a cable weights that are going to go right here. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, lots of exciting things going on here, and I will be back on Sunday with another nutrition video. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helped, and please share it. And please subscribe to my channel, and you can also find me on Facebook, and you can find me on Instagram. They both have a couple different things. Instagram actually has some like non-exercise stuff. So I hope you all have a wonderful day. It's dreary and gross here in Vermont, kind of a typical fall day, but it's not going to last very long, and then it's going to be beautiful, and the leaves are spectacular this year. I hope everyone can get outside. Have a wonderful day. Bye.